nigga be crystalline. Yeah, hey. I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take your girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste, let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at teach, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, got ass be poking. Sitting in the front, cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D.
So we were talking about these life lessons. I did want to get to the last 5.
Okay.
All right. Before we start the show. Boom, 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 boom. What were we on just now?
6, 7.
Number 8. We were talking about emotional decisions. So number 9. You have to take risks to win.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I like that.
You have to take risks to win. You can't always play the safe card.
Mm-hmm.
Safe is going to get you safe results.
Mm-hmm.
You know, little investment is going to give you yield little wins. It is what it is, most times.
Gotta be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Ooh.
I hate that shit. But I hate it. You know, the Cancerian, we don't like that shit. We like our shell. We like our safety and security. But I feel like every time I've ever made a leap that made me uncomfortable, I did good in. I did pretty well.
Number 10. How you treat others comes back to you.
I wish it came back faster for some motherfuckers, but
you stick around long enough.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what matters to you. You might want what you want to them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But they be going through their own shit. Mm-hmm. And then most times you're going to see. So I've seen people that have, you know, me and them have fallen out or whatever. I'm pretty sure their karma hits them in their way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let God, let go and let God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to sit around and wait. Be looking. You know what I'm saying? Oh, his face ain't fall off yet. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm off living my life. I'm not going to be a prisoner of that, the moments, the past. Because I'm positive that what you put out there is going to come back however you, because it happens to everybody.
Yep.
It does.
It don't even got to be related to anything. We all got our ebbs and flows,
Yep.
ups and downs. So it's going to happen.
I think that's what stops me sometimes from tapping into my vindictive spirit that I have. Because, like, if y'all just knew the things that go on in my brain and how all of the different ways that I've concocted to fuck with people, and I don't do it. Like, I go against my first 3 natural reactions because of that. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to be fucked up to somebody just because they was fucked up to me. Like, God got me. God got them. Like shit gonna happen the way it's gonna happen. Like, I try my best to be my best possible self, but I just like to say, I just wish people would stop fucking with me because I am not okay. And I have a lot of, like, I have a book in my head of fucked up things to do to people, and I just really wish people would leave me alone. Just leave me alone, son. I'm not okay. And it has nothing to do with like things that are gonna put me in jail. So but they are things that are gonna fuck somebody up.
I'm just looking at her like,
I be trying. If you ever think that you see me do something fucked up, I promise you, I thought of 7 things that was worse than that. That was the mild version.
I've never seen you do nothing fucked up.
I be trying. I really
And
do.
I don't dare you, because I've seen fucked up things done before. I don't wish that on you. I don't wish the energy out of you. I just wish peace on people I love. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen some fucked up shit, and it ain't all good. You know what I'm saying? God bless those who are living in the moments that they wish they could take back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that'd be in your relationship or whatever it may be. Because I know that inner turmoil be killing your ass. I know it. You know what I'm saying? So, trust me, I've been there myself. There are a lot of things in life that I wish I could take back just off of me making, again, emotional decisions. You know what I'm saying? So,
gotta leave people alone.
Shout out to you, though, if you did something to me and you going through it. Love that for you, babe.
I see you, king.
You know what I'm saying? Number 11, listening is more important than speaking.
Definitely.
Listening first.
No.
Listening first.
So
nothing y'all niggas gotta
everything
say.
on this list is super general, so you could take it one way or the other. It's all about perspective, like you said. But for this one, I definitely, obviously there's times where you need to speak, but for the most part, yeah, listening is way underrated.
My thing though is people be hearing you but don't really be listening.
Understanding.
People be people just be wanting to argue with you, or in Dodge's case, they be wanting to prove you wrong. That's all. She don't hear shit I be saying at the time. She's just waiting to find her way in so she could be like, "Fuck you, nigga. I'm smarter than you."
Don't
but
trip.
Yes.
God ain't through with me yet.
But yeah, I get it. I get why listening is important, because a lot of times you get into fucking conflict with a person and y'all just don't want to agree to disagree or find where you did wrong in the situation and be like, okay, I hear what you're saying. This is what I was saying. I get it. Next time we'll move differently and move forward. You know what I'm saying? My daughter hit me today and she was like, yo, my man, I ain't heard from him since 4 p.m. yesterday. And then he got the nerve to call me this morning at 12 talking about what you doing. I was like, okay. She was like, I cursed him out. And I was like, why? And she was like, because what if there was something wrong with me? Or whatever. And I'm like, I mean, do you trust him? She was like, yeah. I was like, this is not the last 3 weeks of school. It's like spring break and shit right now. It's something like, this is when people is declaring their fraternities and shit. They be having a bunch of events. Like, is that what's going on? She's like, yeah, spring fling or whatever is going on. I was like, so he disappeared for 12 hours? like minus like sleep time? Is it really serious? She's like, I just feel like if you love me or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
And I was just like, Lord, bro.
Oh my
This
god.
is a perfect
I saw an
example.
Instagram thing of this.
I agree. This is a perfect example as to why I know I struggle with listening, and I struggle with listening because I feel like people are always trying to impose their will instead of just like I don't like listening to other people. I don't like people telling me what to do, because it's like you're telling me what to do from your thought, your perspective, what the fuck you have going on, what you've been through, whatever. And like I get it, I understand advice, but like when y'all say like people hear you but they don't that's outside.
I know.
Yeah. When it's like, oh, people hear you, but they not really.
It's the Muslims. It's 7 o'clock, right?
It's time to break fast.
Yeah. It's time to break fast. But it's like people hear you, but they not really listening. It's like, I can hear what you're saying. I can take in your advice, but I don't have to listen to you. I don't have to do what you want me to do. Like, I've always been this way. And I feel like that's how it goes. I feel like people sometimes feel like they own people. Like, oh, you ain't answer my phone call in 12 hours, so now I'm mad at you and I'm and it's just like, I don't have to listen. You don't own me. Like, I don't have to answer every single phone call just because we're in a relationship. I don't have to answer I'm not at your beck and call. And a lot of people, they don't understand that. They feel like if you're friends, if you're family, it's like you own niggas. Like, nobody owns me. Like, and I'm too defiant for that shit. So no, I'm not listening to you. Like, the fuck out of my face. Like, let me figure it out myself.
Shit got real.
Yeah, right.
Really real.
Yeah, I really hate that
My thing is,
listen
yo,
to
not
me,
to
listen to
vilify
me.
her.
Like, who the fuck are you?
In this situation, I said, yo, I think that it's important for you to understand that you're not wrong, he's not wrong. There's a situation that y'all need to listen to each other, hear each other, figure out a method of operations, and move forward. This isn't an apology situation. This isn't that something that he was wrong for, or that you're wrong for caring. This is something where y'all talk, you express why it meant something to you, and what you like going forward. Y'all both hear it, figure it out if you can exist together, and move forward. Yeah. Every fucking disagreement don't gotta be a big blow up. It's all about communication and understanding and being willing to hear the other person, to listen to the other shit that's going on.
I hear you. That don't mean I'm finna listen to you.
Well,
sorry.
This is why I pray for Drew.
I took the shit.
Why you pray for Drew? Drew fine. I feel like if it's anybody that I probably listen to, it is Drew. I don't listen to nobody else.
You bragging about that?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Tron. What you say?
The fuck?
The whole listen before you speak thing, I was thinking in a whole different direction than y'all was thinking. So this whole list is all about perspective. I'm thinking from the perspective, because I've seen the shit plenty of times. You're in a meeting or something, and somebody come in there and just start talking, and they don't really understand the context of what we're meeting about because they didn't stop and listen to everybody else talk and the points that were made already, or they might have been in the room but they didn't listen to everybody. They're just worried about talking. They want to make an impact. They have something to say. But it's like, bro, you ain't even listen to what other people had to say because what you're saying now, you're so in a hurry to speak that you don't really understand what the room needs right now, and you sound a little crazy because you're trying to have an impact.
I hate people like that.
You know what I mean?
We
That's
laugh at
what
them
I
in our
took
group
from
chats.
that. Like, yeah, that's what I took from
Stupid
that
nigga.
statement. Like,
Ha ha.
listen first.
Thought you made a point.
Mad annoying. All right, let's move
Stupid.
forward. I want to get to the show. We got 2 more. Take time to learn who you are.
Whole cap. Absolutely.
How, though? I love the way it sounds, but how?
Mm-hmm.
Through life experiences,
So I'm-
through self-reflection, accountability, having meaningful conversations. Journaling is a great way to do that.
Yes.
Like I have a
Let me ask you a
habit of
question,
going
real
back
quick.
and rereading my
Real
journals.
quick. Let's ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is you holding that jug supposed to be stopping them from clipping you?
Who gonna clip me?
Is that from like EA and you got a big ass jug in your lap? Like,
No, I'm trying to drink this shit so I could turn up later. I was late.
what the fuck?
There's timestamps on it. I was
Son,
late.
Do you see this?
Yeah, see
And
it.
I
I've
didn't.
been
I
looking at it the
couldn't
whole
drink
time.
it the way I wanted to because I was traveling. And the last thing you want to do is have to pee and you on a train and shit. So I literally stopped. But I gotta finish this before I leave.
That shit should come with a urinal.
Facts.
That shit should come with a fucking urinal.
But
bro.
yeah, so to the people, them.
She
I'm
says
trying
morning. Let me see what else it say. It says good morning, 7 a.m., 9 a.m. Hydrate yourself. 11 a.m. Remember your goal. 1 p.m. Keep chugging. 3 p.m. Feeling awesome. 5 p.m. Don't give up. 7 p.m. Almost finished. 9 p.m. You did it. I feel like at 10 they should be like run to the bathroom.
Right.
hit. No, I've been to the bathroom
Every
several
hour.
times during the
Yeah.
day.
Go
Like
to the
yeah,
bathroom.
that's what I said it. In the
10:45. Bitch, go back.
I said it at the beginning.
When
Like
my
it's gonna be a
bladder
lot of
works,
bathroom
yeah.
breaks. Yeah, because
I
I'm
gotta
trying
wear
to.
pull-ups.
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get through it. I should be done this in the next
Try to
30.
do that every day.
Yeah.
That's rough. How much is that?
We're supposed to.
That's
do
not
this
62.
every day.
That's way more than 62.
That's
Supposed to
more
be
than a
drinking
gallon.
128 ounces.
That's two
hard.
62s. And he's
Two
trying to drink
gallons?
that one in a day?
I drank the whole thing yesterday.
Ooh.
It's a gallon.
Oh, shit. Lord.
Y'all understand how many dresses I gotta fit in the next year? Oh, what's up?
Take time to learn who you are. Tron, what you got?
I like that. I want to add on to what y'all was saying. Everything I agree with, but move around by yourself, whether it's traveling or just doing shit by yourself. Like, you know what I mean? I was always with groups of people. Always had a lot of friends. You don't really know who you are till you by yourself. You know what I mean? Especially like traveling or just going somewhere, like go to a school far away, or you know what I mean. Just go to a job where you don't know nobody. Your homeboy ain't there, whatever. Like that, you definitely figure out who you are.
I do want, if anybody that's listening, if you have practices, exercises, I may ask Cassandra this, where you can find out who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Is there things that you could kind of localize, real things about yourself, where you could say, all right, this is localized the right word, where you could identify real things about your character? Is there practices or exercises that you can do to find out real things about your character? I'd like to know that.
Yeah, I
'Cause
think that would be dope and helpful for a lot of people that's
Yeah.
still on that journey, especially for young people, because they be all violent.
Definitely. All right, last and not least, discipline weighs ounces. Regret weighs tons.
No cap, that shit is.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is nice.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Discipline
ounces.
weighs ounces. Regret weighs tons. Regret is one of the hardest things to have to live with. I'm telling you. On any level. It could be just me eating a Fig Newton last night at 10 p.m. knowing I did all them damn jumping jacks and fucking jump ropes. And I'm laying in bed with 2 packs of Fig Newtons and crumbs all over my chest. I'm just mad, but I'm hungry as fuck. I've been trying to eat night good all day, and I just broke. at 10 something at night, and I just went and got 2 packs. And them packs, I'm telling you right now, Fig Newtons sound nasty. When you open them up, it's just like that plastic. That was just like, it just sounds like this is not good for you. She got that shit. Yeah, I told you. 10:45. You gonna have to go, nigga. That shit needs to have bathroom break scheduled on the bottom. Bitch, run! It's coming. It is fucking coming. But yeah, regret. That is, I'm gonna say this. That's about things that you knew you wanted to do. Remember, I was talking about being a failure. Things that you've done where you've made emotional decisions. You know, not listening, being hasty. You know what I'm saying? To talk or to react. Not being fake to your friends. And being cool with the people that they fell out with.
Is it an emotional decision if you're in a good mood and you at the bar and you like, all right, drinks on me. Yeah. That's an emotional decision, right? Yeah. That's
but
good.
that's also
sometimes it could be good.
That's also liquor. So I don't know if that's just happiness. You know what I'm saying? But happiness is when you're up in a dice game, 2,400. And you cocky and you on it. Your shit is hot. And you go, nigga, bet it all, nigga. Fuck what you mean. Bet it all, nigga. Who got it? Nigga, I got banked. Word of mother? And you ace out, nigga. And a nigga take 2,400 from you that you've been shaking for the last 2 hours out here sweating. You in your tank top. And you gotta ask your man for $20 or $20 walk to get the fuck out of there. That's regret. Yeah. That is making a decision based on your emotion. That you should have just chilled out and kept it cool.
Facts.
You think I'm playing? I'm dead ass serious.
What the fuck you thinking? I was just like, oh, look at that.
You thought I was playing? I was dead ass. That shit, I woke up and I sat on the edge of bed and I just felt like Homer Simpson. You know that stomach he got? That fat. My shit was just sitting on the edge of my dick. I was just like, damn. This is nasty. You nasty nigga. First thing I did was take a shit.
Get it out your system. Fuck this Fig Newton.
All right. Welcome to So Shameless, y'all. It has been a time today already. Travis has sent us a few topics. I don't know if we're going to argue about them. I hope not. We've been having fun today. But let's see. So what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do, Trav. I'm going to mix up your topics. I'm going to choose one from each one until we get to time. And then, so I'll go down 1, 1, 1, and then I'll go 1, 1, 1, so that we don't stay in negative area. Yeah. Right? Because the first one, obviously, is women versus men.
Of course.
Oh, my goodness. Dun,
dun, dun.
Who is better at checking their peers? The info on the video says women talks about how men see men versus how women see women.
I would argue that if an older woman had told this younger lady or any younger lady that this is how boys see you, if you do that, you would act differently if someone had told you that. I think men do a much better job of checking each other because men see themselves in younger men. Women see themselves as younger women. So a man...
Bars. She's good. You better teach.
I would argue that if...
I don't know if I need to hear that again.
Told this younger lady or any younger lady that this is how boys see you. If you do that, you would act differently. If someone had told you that, I think men do a much better job of checking each other because men see themselves in younger men. Women see themselves as younger women.
I don't believe that.
Ooh.
I want the aunties to shut the fuck up.
You think she was an auntie?
Yeah, she's an auntie.
You want her to shut the fuck up?
I want her to shut the fuck up.
Why?
Because that goes back to that respectability politics bullshit. She said women, if an older woman told a younger woman how boys see them when they act like that's some wild, crazy shit. And that's the respectability politics that the aunties like to do. Well, if you do this like that, then people are going to think this of you or people are going to think that of you. And it's just like, why don't you humanize me? Or humanize my actions, and instead of making my actions or talking about it as how it pertains to males or boys, like that shit is whack. Aunties do that shit all the time. If you do this, you're not gonna find a husband. If you do this, the men not gonna like you. If you act like that, nobody gonna want to wife you. Like, shut the fuck up.
When talking to my daughter's mom, all respect due, I realized that in raising her, she is scared that her child is going to make the same mistakes that she made. She remembers this point in her life throughout my daughter's upbringing. She remembers that. She remembers the decisions she made, the choices she made, and she remembers what happened. So, whereas I may be a more lax, and so I'll give a different type of advice, which might be like, I see myself in you, and this is where you could be if you do this, that, and the other. Her mother might see herself as her and say, oh, this is what is about to happen to you.
Right, and you're
if
projecting.
You do this.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. I don't know if it's respectability. I think it's more like, for me, not even this, let me not say it. Let me erase going against what you said. For me, it is women are trying to save the younger women from going through the same trauma that they experience. So I can see why, as a woman, you're like, bitch, don't tell me this how all the time. Y'all always telling us what to do. I get it. I get that. Because I think that men also do that to younger men too. And there's a lot of times when I'm trying to give advice to a younger nigga, and I can tell it's just bouncing up the side of his head. He's like, nigga, I'm not you. You ain't me. You know what I'm saying? You old, nigga. You wash, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I get that, but I don't know. I feel like they're trying to help them, not control them.
I agree that they think that it's help, but it comes off as control. So what I like to do a lot in humanizing myself in my lessons is I give personal anecdotes of things that I've done, things that I've gone through, not projecting that and saying, if you do this, this is what's going to happen. This is what I did. This is how it affected me. This was my outcome. I'm not saying it's going to be the same for you, but I'm saying this is a possibility because this is what happened to me. I feel like sometimes the older generation, they don't explain things like that. It's very much, this happened to me, so it's gonna happen to you, versus this happened to me, so it's a possibility, so watch out for this thing because I would never want this to happen to you. Sometimes we don't know how to talk to people, and we definitely don't know how to talk to the younger generation, and that's part of the problem. There's a serious disconnect there because we like to project. Some kids are naturally defiant. Some kids is gonna go in one ear and out the other. You can't save them all. You can't stop everybody. If you take away life experiences from everybody, then they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're coasting through life with no experiences. You have to experience things. What I want to say is be safe. Be smart. Protect yourself. Don't do anything that's going to put yourself in harm's way. Some people may, and that's a choice. But some people may not also. I'm telling you, this could happen. Don't let it happen to you.
Good points. I was definitely the defiant kid that can't really tell me nothing. I kind of had to learn.
Nigga, you defiant now.
had to learn the hard way or learn it on my own because I just know that I think differently. So whatever older nigga is going to tell me, I'm going to take it with a grain of salt because I'm like, my mind works different than all of y'all niggas, so that shit don't necessarily apply to me. And there's a lot of good and bad with that. So I say that to say, like, when I talk to younger dudes now, I keep that in mind that, like Daj said, you might not be receiving this at all. So I try to make it as relatable as possible, put my own stories in it, just like Daj said, put my own stories in it, be like, this is it. You don't have to do it. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what happened to me. You know what I mean?
Okay. Hold on, let me send this text. Good. The next category is parenting. And the answer is can embarrassment be effective?
Fuck no.
Mom talks about parents using embarrassment tactics to parent and whether that is a good idea or not.
I'll play games with embarrassment. You think embarrassing your kids is a way to discipline them? Whole time, that is lifetime scarring. So I did not play about embarrassment with my children. So I'm gonna have your back. And I've told stories, and you listen to season 1 about, me having some struggles with Chris and some of his teachers. So when I'm standing here, I hear what you're saying, but I'm gonna stand with my son. Now, if he's wrong, when I get home, I'm gonna say, look, I'm never going to make anyone feel like they can disconnect between me and my child, because he has to always feel like he can count on me. Absolutely. He has to feel like he can count on me to have his back. But when we got home, if he was wrong, I'm like, no, why did you do that? Walk me through it. Walk me through your decision-making process, because I've taught you to think. Y'all play games with embarrassment. You think embarrassing your
As a teacher, I can't fuck with that. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't get that.
As an educator, that shit hits home. Because so many times that parents will literally like take up for their kid and like talk to us crazy like we wrong. And it's just like, did you hear what I just said your baby did? And this is the stance you're going to make. I can understand. There is a way to support your kid, but hold them accountable. And that's not embarrassment. When I'm thinking embarrassment, I'm thinking whooping your kid ass in front of a class. Yeah. That's embarrassing. Right. You feel me?
Been
like,
there.
Yeah, like that's the shit that's scarring. But the example that she gave is a horrible example. It's a horrible example because teachers and parents are not supposed to be at odds. We're supposed to work together in unison. Because at the end of the day, according to my job and my job description, if somebody come in this bitch right now and shoot this shit up, I'm supposed to put my life on the line for your kid. So your kid is my kid when they in this fucking building. So you might want to work with me and not work against me because you don't want to embarrass your kid and make them feel like you don't have their side.
My problem is going to open school night and the teacher telling my mom all of these things that I did, but what is that helping? You asking my mother to just be a disciplinarian right now. Like, why not come with some type of solutions, like activities, exercises, things that you've seen in the way that I am as a student to say, this is where I think we need to, these are the things that we need to deal with. These are the things that could help him. He needs to do this. He needs to attend this type of class. He has a problem with critical thinking. So in order for us to do that, then these are the things that we should be enrolling him in or whatever to help him with critical thinking. He may have a problem with ADHD also. So maybe we can get him to a therapist or a doctor or something like that. But I never got that. What I got was, you're getting your ass kicked when you get home. How does that help me be a better student?
Right.
You're just teaching my mom to scare the fuck out of me and beat the shit out of me. Sorry, Ma, I know if you're outside, you can still hear me. But this is 20, 30 years later, you can't beat me no more. But it's like, at the end of the day, I don't think you're giving the parents much choice if you're bringing them in and you're best tattletelling on them. Oh, well, you know he did this. This was the homework he gave me that day. So, yeah. You know what you did, Isaiah, right? You know we can do better, right, Isaiah, right? And the mother's sitting there like, I work 40 hours, something hours a week, and I have 3 other kids, and what you're fucking embarrassing me. What are the choices that you're giving the parent? I don't know.
I think not too much on us. Not too much on educators.
I don't mean that I don't mean as a slight towards educators.
But you don't understand that it is a slight to educators, because what you're saying is, on top of everything that educators already do, on top of the fact that they are dealing with your bad fucking ass, on top of the fact that I am grading papers, on top of the fact that I'm making lesson plans, on top of the fact that I have my own life, I have my own family and my own shit to do, I also have to give resources to teach your mother how to teach you how to be a better person. Well, who the fuck am I?
It depends if the resources needed are related to the reading level or schoolwork.
Yeah,
then
but
it's
that's
like,
different.
oh, okay, yeah, you can log on to this and you can find something that can help you.
Yeah.
With critical thinking
That's
or
light
reading.
work.
Right. Compared if it's behavior problems, then that's different.
Yeah, like, so what do you like? I think that this is a twofold situation. I feel like we remember things as children that bothered us, but that does not mean that we remember all of the details. So you're remembering, or you're having this memory of conversations that your mother had with certain teachers, but I don't think that you're remembering it in the whole context because it was so long ago. You're just remembering the parts that really stuck out to you, that stayed in your mind. That's one. Two, sometimes I can say, yeah, probably did, because he was probably bad as fuck. But sometimes also, parent-teacher night is not normally the first touch point that a teacher has with a parent. So What if this teacher was already telling you, like, yo, he not doing his homework, he acting up, he messing up, during the course of the semester.
That's now.
So now
That's not how it was back then.
Yes, it was. I know it was, because you know how many times I came. Well, we're a little bit different in age, but you know how many times I came home and it was teachers leaving messages on the fucking on the answering machine, and they sending letters home and shit. And this is before open school night. I'm trying to hide letters. I'm trying to delete messages off the answering machine so my mother don't know that I got in trouble in class. Like, it's little stupid shit
We
like
talk
that.
about 20 years apart.
Yeah, but
That
I'm
was
saying.
not I don't know if that happened with you. Was teachers calling home throughout the course of this
We
year?
got cut cards in the mail. That's it.
cut cards.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
even
a
progress
report?
cards. Progress
Yeah.
report.
So
Maybe
that's
you
a-
had that.
Or
So that's-
I mean,
but
like
that's
if you
still a
cut
touch
school, you
point.
get a
Right,
card
you
to
get that,
send.
right.
Yeah.
Send home.
I'm
Okay.
getting
Those are
home
still
first.
touch points, right? So what I'm saying is, I just feel like it's very hard to back in the day, it was definitely different. It is definitely much more different now than it was then. But even then, like, some of y'all niggas is bad, bro.
Let me shift it back. The conversation is about how the parent reacts in front of other people versus reacting when they get home. That's the
Yes.
thing. That was the thing. My mom would feel embarrassed
Of course she would.
by what's happening in the school and would embarrass me right then and there. She would not want her child to be out here acting whatever. And so you're going to pay for that right now. There have been times where, you know, I went through a lot of shit in school in front of mad people, and they was like, oh, wow. And to the point where they did not want to call my mom. But they was like, you know what? We're going to deal with this here. You're going to come in the principal's office, and you're going to be in there doing the work in front of the principal for the rest of the day. Okay? Or we're going to have to go the other route. And that's kind of how my thing was. But to this parent is saying, yeah, I'm not going to embarrass my child out in public. Tron, what do you think about that?
I kind of understand what the parent was saying in the clip, what the lady was saying. No disrespect to the teacher, Dodge, but it's not like, I don't agree with a parent coming in there just denying everything. Oh, my kid would never, like that. I hear you. That's just wrong. But you don't. I would sit there and I'd be like, okay. I'd be like, give me all the facts, give me all the information, and I'd be somewhat neutral, just receiving all the information, seeing what's going on. I'd ask some questions. I'd be like, okay, and then this happened, and okay, and then what happened? Okay, all right.
I hate an okay-ass parent.
And then I'm going to take her home, and then I'm going to deal with the kid. So in that moment, I'm receiving information from the parent, from the teacher. I don't need to be like, as I'm receiving the information, I don't need to look at my kid like, yo, you did all that, you stupid motherfucker. I don't need to do all that.
That's a while out, but
So I don't need to chastise.
Goes crazy.
I don't need to chastise the kid in the moment. I'm just gonna receive the information. When we get home, that's when I'll deal with the kid.
and that's the problem. That I think that's also part of the problem. I'm not saying embarrass or abuse your kids or verbally abuse your kids, but I think that it's important to hold your child accountable in the moment. Doing everything behind closed doors is the reason why children act one way in school and a completely different way at home. They are not the same person. Most parents, y'all have no idea who your fucking kids are.
Facts.
Y'all have no idea. And the only person that really knows your kids are the fucking teachers that deal with them every single day. Teachers know your kids better than you know your kids. And I'm not saying not every teacher is not a good teacher. Let me stamp that. Not every teacher has the best for your kid. Not every teacher is going to be there for you and there for your kid. There are fucked up people in every profession, even teaching. You see it all the time. It is what it is. It's just human beings dealing with other human beings. But I can tell you, you know my favorite thing to do? I don't like, if a child is misbehaving, I don't like to call parents and tell the parent what their child did. I make the child tell their parent what they did.
Oh,
like what you did.
God.
So if you was in class and you
Hold on. I'm on Twitter right now. I was looking for something.
What I do?
Not you. This nigga says new profile pic. Post a picture, right? A nigga adds him. This nigga stole over $4,000 from me and used it to fuck my bitch. You really a sucker ass nigga for making a new Twitter like I wasn't gonna notice.
Fuck out of here if it's who I think it is.
Huh? Nah, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know who it is. Who you think it is?
I can't say. I'm not Trump.
You really a sucker ass nigga for making a new Twitter like I wasn't gonna notice. It's on site, right? So the nigga posted, right? The nigga responds, thought she was for the team with a video of her giving mad neck. The nigga said, I got something for you, lame ass nigga. Watch this. They are going off in these comments. I'm just like,
Damn.
God damn, son. Is that this week in these bitches? Because that's crazy, papa.
Shorty giving that slow neck too. I'm sorry. Anyway, she giving that nigga. She looking at him in his eyes while she sucking it. That's that slow gobble. What were you saying?
She's mad dick on the phone.
Sorry. Yo, hold on. I'm gonna put this in the Patreon. I want y'all
that's
to be.
sick.
Where is it?
What was I saying?
Got it. All right,
I was just basically saying that you don't really know who your children are, and that's why I like for children to say what they did in real time. If you walked in my classroom and you said somebody, "Oh, this is a stupid fucking bitch," oh word, let me call your mother. Tell your mother what you said. Tell her. And then they always they're like, no, because they don't curse. They don't curse at home. Mm-hmm. They're not gonna walk in the house and say somebody is a stupid fucking bitch. Now tell your mother what you felt so comfortable to say in my classroom. I said that somebody is stupid. No, say the whole thing. I said somebody's a beat. No, say the whole thing, baby. Because parents always want to, naturally as a parent, as a protector, you want to side with your kid. You want to protect your kid. But most people have no idea what their kids be doing in schools, bro. This shit is crazy. And it's so much on us. What do you expect the parent to do? What I expect the parent to do, I expect parents to hold children accountable in real time and let them know that you are aligned with the teacher. Because when you okay in front of the teacher, then you deal with it at home. They literally come back to school the next day with the same as behavior because they think that y'all are misaligned. Are you crazy?
I'm not saying okay, and then go home and give them ice cream.
You go home, you discipline them, you give them a fucking punishment. You might whoop their ass. You think they're not gonna come back to school the next day and act the same way? I've watched parents come up to the school, and as their parent walked out the building, kids started doing the same shit they did when their mama was there, because they know their mama not there no more, and they feel like, oh, my mother and my teacher, they not on the same page. My mother, she gonna take up for me in front of this teacher, so I can continue to be disrespectful.
See, that wouldn't be my strategy. I'll be on the same page, but I'm not the okay. I'm saying it respectfully, and I'm looking you eye to eye, and I'm like, thank you for giving me all this information. Let me know what's going on. Thank you for, I'll be in touch. I'll exchange numbers. I'll do all of that. I just won't discipline my child in the moment. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that I won't let it be known that we're on the same page.
But what she's saying is, what the lady in the video was saying is that she's not going to embarrass her child in front of people and make it seem like she's not on his side, even if he is wrong in the moment, that she's going to check him at home. So in the moment, she's going to say, she's going to side with her child in the moment, and then when she gets home, then she's going to say, now, why did you do what you did? You know what I found that was most effective dealing in schools, especially when I worked in elementary school? When kids, they go home, they be playing video games and shit, and then they be cutting up in school. I had a dean that would tell parents, like, yo, bring me their PlayStation. I'm going to leave that shit in my office until they get their act together. That shit will put a kid in check. That's different than you hiding it in your own house. That's different than you hiding the cord and then they go and find it or whatever. Like, wait, you and my teacher so aligned that you going to take the shit out of my house and put it in my school, and I'm not gonna be able to see it at all? That shit used to drive kids crazy, and that was one of the ways that would get them aligned so fast, because you want your shit back. Nah, your stuff is in my office. Oh, you still acting up? All right, I'm gonna keep your PlayStation another month, Playboy.
Let's move on to the next category, which is the fun discussion. Let's see. And the answer is, who does sex mean more to? Women talks about when women cheat, they have a bond with the person, versus men who don't care. Dodge want to come off. She's like, I don't be giving a fuck about these niggas. Trust me. I be fucking and do whatever the fuck. I don't be giving a fuck about these niggas. Trust me, honey.
I don't give a fuck about one nigga. 1.5.
Oh shit, I turned this volume down.
Because he was listening to dick sucking
Yeah.
while we in the middle of fucking a podcast.
I was nigga. I sure was.
I cheat. I have a bond with that man. I'm not like having sex for a nut. I have a bond with that man that I'm cheating on. Like I built some type of emotional connection. I could probably finesse him into a relationship. We have something a lot deeper than sex. Where I feel like a man could literally, he could screw some girl in the back of an Uber. He won't even know her last name.
First name.
It doesn't mean he doesn't love me. It's just sex. Like he doesn't have any emotional commitment. I could get pregnant type shit. So I feel like me cheating is a way bigger party than him cheating. I cheat. I have a
Crazy.
bond with that.
I still gotta go home to my nigga. That's rude.
I don't think nothing's wrong with it saying that. Women cheat. Women have sex on more humane things. Like, y'all really be...
Sometimes.
Like, okay, what's wrong with that? It's
I
like
didn't
women
say-
don't want to accept that. No, we
that's
could be
not it.
just fucking two. Y'all not like us.
No, that's
There's always
not.
exceptions.
And it's
Yeah.
not, and it's
but
not
the
a
case.
fucking... When I say that, that doesn't mean that it's great to be a man who can have sex that don't mean nothing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we're different. It's okay to be different.
Yes.
And it's like this world don't want to let women be different. Women don't want to be different. Y'all want to be city girls.
No. That's.
Guess what?
I
They're
call
both in
bullshit.
relationships. And Carisha, please. Can't tell me nothing about a city girl no more.
Listen.
Oh, let her choose her. That's right. She getting money. Okay.
I call bullshit only
Okay.
because you're kind of putting women in a box. Like, not all women that cheat have emotional connections with that person. Not a person every time they cheat there's an emotional connection. There is a possibility, and women are very much capable of having sex with somebody. Where do you think one night stands and shit come from? Like, y'all not fucking yourselves. You don't know her name and she don't know your name either. Who are you fucking if women are not able to have these same things that y'all are able to have?
What I'm saying is if it's in a monogamous relationship, because you're right. Women are allowed to be free about their sexuality as well. So, but if you're not in a relationship, you could do whatever the fuck you want. Fine. You don't have to have an emotional connection. What I'm saying is if you're in a relationship and you cheat, it's because you have formed some type of emotional connection to that other guy that's allowed you to say, you know what, I'm going to step out on my safety of home or whatever and go off and do this thing with you. Whereas a nigga could just be like, I'm going to the store and fuck the cat at the store and come back in the house and not even think about it. She said something about the nigga, the bitch last name, I don't got to know her first name. I could fuck in the bathroom.
Are you crazy?
of
We don't
Denny's.
have to know your name. All I need to know is your nickname. Yo, my name is Stacks. Okay. I don't know your fucking name. I could fuck you right now and then keep it fucking moving. It's not everybody. There are those times that women have built emotional connections with people and they choose to step out their relationship and cheat. Yes, we all know that. Same thing with men. There have been times that men have built emotional connections with people and still fuck them and step out their relationships, which is why a nigga could be in a relationship and still fucking his baby mother. Hello, hi, there's an emotional connection right there. You still stepping out of your relationship and cheating. I don't like the fact that men try to make it seem like what you're doing is not inhuman. It's human shit. All human beings have the capacity to do the same fucking thing. Sometimes even worse. So no, like don't do that.
I
Like
disagree. Tron, what do you think?
that's crazy.
I think we're talking generally too.
Yeah.
Because obviously the exceptions, my thing is making points about the exceptions and not understanding that there is a general consensus. Obviously there's always exceptions, but go ahead.
Exactly what you said. We're talking about the norm. We're talking about what's usually the case. And Daj, I understand the exceptions, and I also understand that you're different. You've had different experiences than a lot of women, but I feel like
I haven't. I've had the same experiences as a lot of women. Y'all just continuously like downplay the ability of what women can do. I think it makes y'all more comfortable in y'all mind to think that if your girl cheat on you, that at least she probably cared about that person. Because again, if you're having a one night stand, you don't know her name. She probably doesn't know
but
yours either.
if we're all
Hold
single,
on.
that's different.
Do you realize that there's a
We're talking
woman
about
here
cheat.
saying this?
Right.
What
We're
the
not
fuck
making
does that
this-
mean?
Because we're saying that a member of your party is actually the one saying it, and we're agreeing with her. And you're like, oh, you niggas is disillusioned. We ain't the one saying it. We're
No.
agreeing with the woman saying it.
But y'all agreeing with the woman saying it because that is like, that's what y'all really think in y'all brain. But that does not make her right, just the same way it don't make y'all right.
It don't make you right that you have seen it and a lot of your whole ass friends that do it all the time. Just because you got a bunch of whores around, you don't mean everybody else whores.
That's crazy. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
My friends cheat
No,
all
no.
the time.
That's
Well,
not what
good
I'm
for
saying.
fucking you.
That's not what I'm saying to you. No, that's not what I'm saying. So let's take it back to old boy from episode 1, who girl had the baby on him, right?
Episode.
What if it's possible
Right.
that she had a one night stand with a nigga, got pregnant by a nigga that she don't have no fucking emotional connection with, and decided to raise that baby with the nigga she did have an emotional connection with? Bitches are just as grimy as y'all. Y'all continue to underestimate women. They do the same thing.
Then why are you blowing them up?
What do you mean? Because
You being oppy to your bitches right now. Why we can't just be like
Because y'all
believe what we want to believe about women?
Because y'all keep
That
projecting.
y'all are better.
Y'all keep projecting this image
We're not
that
better.
y'all are like, oh no, we're wired different. We can have sex and it not mean anything. There are many women that do the same thing. What the fuck? What about sex workers? They sit there and fuck mad people
We're talking
literally
about
for their
cheating.
jobs.
We're talking about cheating.
But I'm
in
talking
a
about
relationship.
I'm talking about sex. Y'all make
No,
sex
I'm not
seem
talking
like,
about sex. I said this
Yeah, you
already. I
clarified.
said everybody can do what the fuck they want. I said
Okay.
when you're stepping out of a monogamous situation, these are the words that I use. You're in a monogamous situation. For a woman to step out, that means that she most likely has formed some type of emotional. You can have an emotional connection with a nigga at work. Doesn't
Yes.
mean that you fucked the nigga, but
Yes.
y'all have gotten very comfortable.
I
You can't
understand
wait
that.
to see the nigga. You know what the nigga likes for lunch. You know he wants pecans. He wants almonds, whatever the fuck he wants, or his salmon. You can go get him a 7. What do you get? The salads that have the 7 things ingredients. You put cucumbers. I know you like tofu. I know you like boiled eggs. I know you like This bitch knows what the nigga wants in his salad.
I agree
I don't know
with you.
what the bitch I fucked wants in her fucking salad. I would not get that salad right for the fucking life of me. I'm telling you, I know she got good neck though.
I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying that this thought process that like women are incapable of having these monotonous one night stands, it is very capable. Women are very capable of doing the same thing that men can do. Is it probable?
Capable is an interesting word.
No, is it
Because
probable
capable-
that every time that's what it is? No, but
That's what I'm saying.
But
That's
what
all
I'm
it is.
saying is that it is possible. Y'all treat it like it's impossible.
Capable, but likely is the word that we should be using.
Then say
Capable,
that.
yes. Anybody's capable of any fucking thing. I'm capable
that's been my
of jumping
only
out this
point.
window right now. Is it likely? No,
Yes.
it's not likely.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
For
All I'm
her
saying is, like,
to
stop
risk
taking
her relationship, monogamous relationship that she believes in, whatever, feels safe and comfortable, whatever it may be, and go give herself to another nigga, most likely she has formed some sort of intimate connection with said man.
So I got a question. Here's a scenario. You're in a monogamous relationship. You're not feeling your nigga right now. Go out to the club, get drunk, fuck a random in the bathroom. Is that not something that is possible? Is that not something that could be likely to happen?
No, it better not be, bitch.
This is what I'm saying. Y'all are so comfortable thinking that it will never happen.
If that's likely, then what the fuck is we doing?
But men do, like, this is what I'm
So,
saying.
like,
Like, this
it's-
is something that this is something that happens. The thing is, this is something that, you know what? Fuck it. Y'all believe what y'all want to believe. I can't convince y'all. Women, they're only going to cheat on you if they built an emotional connection with another man. Keep living the lie. I don't have time for this. Literally. Keep living the fucking lie.
Trying to help y'all.
I've been trying to help these niggas and they don't see it as help. It's fine. Live the lie. Your bitch probably sucked the...
I don't want to know. I would rather
Because it
live
makes y'all feel
in
more
the
comfortable.
lie.
Live in the lie then.
I don't want to. You know what? I don't want to. That's a whole different existence for me to be thinking that every time you out, you could be sucking somebody's dick. You want me
Can-
thinking that about my girl? You want me thinking of any nigga out here to be really thinking that about chicks?
Anything is possible. Y'all think
It's
y'all really
possible,
be thinking
but
that
is
niggas
it
be having
likely?
to build a
I don't want to think it's
bond.
likely, and I'd rather not know, even if it is likely.
Okay, so then don't know.
Even if it is something that can be done, please
live
don't
in
let
our
me find
delusion.
out now or 11 years later.
Let us all live in our delusions.
The next All right, we have gone through all 3 categories. I believe we are at 2 hours and 25 total. So we have a half hour left, right? That's what we're going with. Mm-hmm. Let's go with this week. Let's get into this week. And these niggas. Hey, producers, songwriters, artists, singers, spoken word. If you're out there, hit me up on the side. I have an idea. I want you to incorporate. I want to collab with you. I might even throw a couple dollars your way. Hit me up.
I ain't giving
all right?
you shit.
That is Tahoe_TV on Instagram or Twitter, or you can email me at SoShamelessPod@gmail.com. This week in these niggas.
Oops. Trav said run him his shit first.
The answer is he hates his family. And the clue. Man drains his family's bank account and threw the money on the freeway. Interesting.
So niggas be unwell.
A man threw roughly
$100,000 cash out of a speeding car. People are still combing the sides of the freeway in Eugene, hoping to find some money. Police say 38-year-old Colin Davis McCarthy drained his family's shared bank account and let it fly along the freeway. They say people immediately bailed out of their vehicles and picked it all up. Troopers opting not to arrest or file charges against McCarthy after speaking with him. His family now asking anyone who found any of that cash to return it.
He did that shit for a reason. Do you understand?
They're funny.
Do you understand what would cause somebody to do something like that?
Shit.
Y'all
People are
probably
crazy.
mad fucked up, son. I side with the nigga, and I'm taking my money home.
she did. She was likely to have done some wild shit. Mm-hmm. She did something.
Man.
He found out the baby wasn't his after 11 years.
Fine.
And he went stupid. What do you mean? Fine. You don't agree?
Yeah, I agree. Whatever they say he did.
What do you think he
did
did? What do you think she did? What could make you throw $200,000?
Nothing. That nigga is not well.
Dumb.
Something
No,
is not right.
Yeah, he has to be mentally.
Yeah, that's your money too, nigga.
The fuck?
That's
Not
your
only
money. It's
her.
a shared bank account. I ain't
Yeah.
throwing my money out the window because I'm mad at you.
200 bands?
Something
I'm
is
not even
wrong
gonna
with
throw
him.
your money out the window if I'm mad at you.
I would take it for yourself.
I'd rather you steal it or just do some dumb shit with it.
Isn't he liable for that though? Isn't he liable for at least $100,000 towards her? She could sue him or something, right?
I don't know.
She got to be able to say, he owes me $100,000.
His name is on the account. He got the power to withdraw it and do as he pleases. I don't know if she has any legal rights to sue him for that.
Let me see.
I would have rather he threw 200 bands at the strip club, nigga. On the freeway, cause at least like you mad at me and I'm.
What would you do? Honestly, all right. So if you $200,000, you hate your wife, you take it out. What would you do with it?
Take it.
Say you had to do something with the money.
If I had to do something,
Yeah, what would you do with it?
I'd buy some dumb shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm gonna keep. So I ain't gonna just throw it out the fucking window.
What are you gonna buy? Like a fucking Barney's outfit? Like what are you gonna buy? What are you gonna buy for $200,000? You gonna buy a Rolex? Like what are you gonna
Yeah,
buy?
I'll buy a car. I'm not even a jewelry type, but I'll buy something that. You know what I mean? I'll take a trip. I ball out with my niggas. I go to the club and order all the bottles in the club with my niggas before I throw the shit out the fucking
Nigga
window.
said I'm getting on Elon Musk's spaceship to the moon.
Some
What would
shit.
you do, Dodge? If you just felt fuck it and you was angry at your family, you stole $200,000 out and you had to do something with the money, what would you do? with
I
the
buy
money?
mad shit. I'm not giving this shit to the free world. I don't even fuck with niggas. Like I don't even like to feed people. You think I'm just gonna hand out money? I'm just gonna buy mad shit and make me happy.
I'd rather give it to homeless people randomly than throw it out the fucking window in the freeway.
First of all, people out here hurting. We're in a motherfucking recession. Everybody could use an extra $100 right now. Please.
So give it to them. Don't throw it out the fucking window. Half of that shit is in the bushes somewhere.
Yeah.
And they gonna find it, and it's lit.
Nah, that shit going with the wind, literally.
Going with the wind, bullseye. Man.
All right, there's a video here of two young men sitting on a stoop. It says, "Black men don't cheat." The clue is, while women think niggas is out here gallivanting, we're actually doing this.
What, dancing in the basement?
Let's see. I saw this though.
Spinach.
Picks up a leaf.
I'll give you $5, you take a bite.
Of the leaf.
10. 50. Shake on it. You gotta swallow it though. Come on, dude. What you mean, come on? Nigga, I ain't finna give you $50 just for you to bite it and spit it out. What you said? I give you $5 if you bite that. Bro, I'm talking about... That was the end of your sentence. I give you 55, you swallow it. I bet I swallow it. $55. 55. Come on. I'll shake on it, bitch. Come on. We gorillas, ain't it? You in a fucking coop. What it taste like? Earth? You a nasty bitch. Chill out, bro. Go on, my boy. I was like this. But I can't. What you think? I'm gonna give you $55, you crazy. Bro. You gotta do it out, my boy. Nigga, that, man. You money, boy.
That was cute.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Good old
You
wholesome
think that
fun.
niggas just be sitting around doing nothing all
Just
day?
doing dumb shit.
Them niggas is high as fuck if they was.
I have spent enough time around men being the only woman in the room and watching the shit that they really be doing. Niggas don't be doing shit.
Niggas can't get them pussy like that.
They don't get no bitches. They be
I'm talking
yelling
about
in
me.
headsets.
I'm not talking about no niggas. They just out fucking mad bitches. It's just like nah, niggas is not just out
not
ladies. Y'all be
happening,
driving yourselves crazy over a lot of shit that niggas is not doing. But
Honestly, I think women, when we get together, we get a little bit more active than when men get together.
speaking of this week, these bitches. Look at
I'm
Nika.
like-
She's like, what these bitches? What we did? What?
I don't know. I might agree.
The answer is women ain't shit.
True.
And the clue is several women talk about the trifling things they've never told their exes.
I keep trying to. I told y'all niggas.
Let's see.
What's one thing you never told your ex?
I fucked his friend. Cheated before on him and he didn't know. He a mini man. I cheated on him. I ain't never told him I dealt with a bitch while I was with him. I fucked his sister. I got an abortion with his baby. It was his mama, baby. I fucked his dad. Then I fucked his baby mom. What did you just say? He cheated on me with her. I found out we had words, and then I went to her house, stayed the night with her, and then we had sex.
What's one thing you never told your ex?
Oh, women are just not capable. Everybody has to have an emotional connection.
never
Bitches
said
be wildin',
capable.
son.
I never said capable.
I said y'all live in
I
that
didn't say-
comfortability that women ain't mad trifling, bro.
I will say this. Them bitches right there. I just hope that y'all happy. Because this show.
I never tried to fuck
fucked
somebody's
his
baby
brother.
mother before. That shit
I
lit.
fucked his baby mama. I fucked his, like, first of all.
I
That
fucked
is-
his dad.
I just
Can
wanna
you
say-
imagine if your father not in your life and your ex go find your father and fuck him?
Let's be real.
I told you my brain don't work.
Let's be
That
real
would be
though.
lit.
Let's be real though. This is foul shit.
You somebody's nephew.
She died drunk off the water. That's what happened. Died don't want to be here no more. She just started just laughing. I'm ready to get the fuck. You gonna fuck my brother? Can you imagine nigga fuck your sister? Can you imagine
Everybody
nigga
gonna
fuck your
die.
sister? Exactly.
Everybody
Can you
gonna
imagine
die.
nigga fuck your dad?
Yes.
You gotta find a dad that's not in their son's life, so that shit double homicide.
That's not cool. That's
shit
not
is
even about
crazy.
none of these. I'm gonna keep it real with you right now. This is completely different than the situation we spoke about. This is vindication.
Mm-hmm.
Vindication, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what this is. This is you did this for a reason.
Making a decision with your emotions.
This is emotional decision. You actually wanted to hurt a motherfucker.
Yes.
So this has nothing to do with agreeing with Dodge or not. This is about people wanting to prove a point and went and did some foul shit.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all got us on that.
Yes.
I'm sure.
I'm never gonna try to out petty a woman.
Yeah, never.
You think that she fucked the nigga brother because she had a great emotional connection with him and that was just her side? Like, no, I fucked your brother to hurt your feelings.
These are two different things.
It's
Come
not.
on.
It's not. It's
Come on,
not.
Dodge, please.
You're
stop
talking
it.
about the whole point was we were talking
Jesus.
about. You said that women, when they are in a monogamous relationship, that they are probably or more than most likely not going to cheat with somebody unless there is an emotional connection attached. And I told you that that is not the case a lot of the time. Some of the times it could be for different reasons. I could just fuck somebody to hurt you. I could fuck somebody because I felt like it. I could fuck somebody because I was mad at you. And I don't have to know that nigga name. I don't have to have an emotional connection with him. But it makes y'all feel better than to think like, all right, maybe it was sudden, maybe there was something else there. Maybe there was a connection there. Some people do fucked up shit just to do fucked up shit. Stop putting shit past bitches because they will fuck your daddy.
About the same thing. And if you think that for 1 second at my higher level of fucking brain activity that I'm having today, that I'm going to lower myself down to arguing with you this point about whether a chick who fucks some niggas father is who I'm talking about. And you got me fucked up. You ain't good day. We ain't doing that.
Okay.
Right? I'm talking about.
See here, my motherfucking business.
Yesterday's Tahoe is not today's Tahoe. Okay. Next in this week in these bitches, hopefully this is a little bit calmer. Because that shit was bitch. You bitches, and that was in the same spot, nigga. He didn't even move around. He was in the same spot interviewing them women. They was coming to him.
Yeah.
God damn. The answer is, and he don't even look like somebody that bitches want to talk to. They was freely giving up information.
Because once it's an ex, I'll tell you all the horrible things I've done to ex. I don't care, it's ex.
This week, in these bitches, school fight club is the answer. And the clue is, middle school teacher organizes a fight club.
I saw this and I thought about Dodge right away.
Why the fuck would you think about me?
I'm not saying that you would do the shit, but I'm saying I could picture it.
You could picture me setting up a fight club in a classroom? These niggas don't even fight. That don't even make no damn sense.
A statement like that would kind of lend to
but
believing
kids
that you
don't
want to see
fight like
fight.
that. No, I don't want to. No, first of all,
they don't even fight. They pussy.
Right.
That's it.
Right? Like that shit was a waste of
That's what
everybody's
you
time.
sound like. That's what it sounds like.
No, first of all, let me preface this by saying, like, that is some fucking egregious, stupid ass shit. First of all, like, you treating kids like you in a gang, like that's some gang shit. All right. 5 minutes in the square and rock out your problems. Like, nah, this is not some gang shit. Like, I'm not doing that. I do conflict resolution. And if you're in my grade and I even find out that you're fighting, I'm mad as fuck. Cause as my title in my building, a kid fighting makes me look bad.
Right.
So y'all got me fucked up.
So outside of your teacher responsibilities, is fighting ever a good thing? Could it be a step in the right direction sometimes?
Hell yeah.
Right.
Let's go into the situation.
And if you fight for the right reasons, I might have your fucking back.
What
like,
this is.
tell him, like, not too much on him. He did what he was supposed to do.
Florida middle school. I'm trying to play this shit. It's a fucking picture. Florida middle school teacher facing charges after allegedly organizing fight club in classroom. 30 seconds, no screaming, no yelling, no phones. Court documents obtained noted the 23-year-old organized a fight club in her class in Tallahassee on March 22nd and March 23rd, where several sixth graders were allowed to scrap it out.
School?
The students told detectives they participated in the planned fights under footman's conditions of 30 seconds, no screaming, no yelling, no phones. They said they were also invited back for additional fights. She had a fight card.
She said 6th graders, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fucked up. They're 11.
A
That's
school
11-year-old.
resource deputy was alerted about the incidents on March 24th. For probable cause affidavit revealed the videos of the fight showed Footman sitting on her desk, failing to intervene. It said telling students no screaming, no nothing, and stop pulling hair. Footman denied organizing the fights, but admitted she failed to call for help or take action to stop the fights and report the incidents to administration. She's now facing 4 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
Yo, people be doing too much to risk their jobs because they don't have no fucking friends in real life. Because why the fuck? How is that even fucking entertaining? There's nothing entertaining about watching kids fight. That shit is actually very, very terrible. And I'm a parent that I'd sue the fuck out of everybody. I'll sue the fuck out of a kid for even trying to fight my kid.
Think she was doing it for entertainment purposes?
I think I feel like
maybe though.
Yeah, like people. That's what I'm saying. Not all teachers are good teachers. Some people are just really fucked up, and I don't like that. Like this is not we not in the hood. Right. Like that's some hood shit. Like we in the hood, and that's how you want to handle a discrepancy on the block. Like I get that. I tell my students, and I tell everybody, a school is an institution of learning. All this other fuck shit that y'all be bringing into schools, all these other fuck ass like behaviors and stuff. That shit is not acceptable. That is like 100% unacceptable. And when I saw that, I was literally disgusted. Like that's crazy.
Devil's advocate. What if they were gonna fight anyway, and they were gonna meet at 3:00? Unsupervised, and it was going to last more than 30 seconds.
Have fun.
And she's like, you know what? At least I'll make sure nobody gets severely hurt.
No, that's not your job. And then it's not because it's malicious intent, because you're like, no phones, no yelling, no screaming. Like, you tried to orchestrate some weird shit.
There's one topic here that we skip. We still have 15 minutes before we get to Cap No Cap. Mm-hmm. I'd like to hear Dodge's take on this topic. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure whether... I have no opinion of it. It's here. It is in the women versus men topic category. Mm-hmm. And the answer is everybody must address their issues. Mm-hmm. The clue is man speaks about the hypocrisy of women not addressing their issues or trauma while at the same time expecting men to.
And to be quite honest with you, I don't care why you're masculine.
It don't even matter.
I don't care what happened to you as I'm a 40-year-old man.
You got a daughter?
No, I don't. But my point is this. Right. You all wouldn't care if a man came to you feminine and said, my dad wasn't in my life. My mom didn't teach me this. You say, bro, you 38 years old. I don't want to deal with a feminine man that hasn't addressed his issues. So for me, dealing with a woman that way, I'm going to tell you the same thing. I understand you had issues or whatever growing up and you had to be a certain way, but I'm not going to put up with it as far as trying to be in a relationship with you because you don't know how to be a feminine woman.
So what's a feminine woman? What's your definition?
A woman that basks in her femininity. She knows how to be submissive to a man. She knows how to speak life into a man. She knows how to nurture. She knows how to take care of a home and take care of kids. She knows how to be accountable. She knows how to be reasonable. She knows how to be understanding when she's dealing with a man and knows which battles to choose when she's dealing with him.
That is the whole phase expert on Instagram. That was a panel from the tonight's conversation cards. Shout out to my homie. Mm-hmm. I'm allowed to listen. I let people speak, and I don't know if I agree with the take of feminine man because you recognize certain things in your past. I heard that, and masculine man and feminine. Once I start hearing that, I'm like, where's this going? Mm-hmm. Well, maybe I'm a feminine man. Dodge, what do you think? Not about me being a feminine man.
I'm so tired. I really just be tired. Like, I'm exhausted. This is more power to you, my brother. If that's what you think, I hope you find the perfect.
He's actually coming on the show.
I'm absent that day.
Oh, and Rico, I forgot. Do you still want Rico on the show?
Oh yeah, I like Rico.
I think you'll like SB too.
It's not that I don't like. It's like, all right. So here's my thing. Like, I don't. How do I feel about this? I feel so many different ways because it was points I agreed. There were points that I disagreed. And I'm kind of moving to a place in a space when I really feel like I just want everybody to find a person for them and just leave everybody else the fuck alone. Because that's, a woman is going to bask in her femininity for the right man. Especially a woman that probably had to be strong, that had to struggle, that had to be masculine for how many different reasons in their life. But when you have the right man in your life, your femininity is going to automatically come out. And if it doesn't come out, it's because you're not the right man. If you're not willing to be patient and understanding with that person and their life experiences and why they are, how they are, and how they got to where they got to, that's fine. You have the ability to deal with who you want to deal with on your own terms. You can have that. You don't have to have empathy for people's past and their childhood trauma. You don't have to do anything that you don't fucking want to do. But shout out to the ones that do. Shout out to the ones that are a little bit more caring and a little bit more patient and deal with it. Because we all have our traumas and we all deal with our own shit. And nobody deals with it perfectly. Like, even these masculine men, it's toxic masculinity most of the time. And they want to be so toxically masculine that they don't even know how to be empathetic. They don't know how to be affectionate. They don't know how to be there for their woman the way their woman needs them to be there for them. But they want their women to be able to do all of these things for them. Like, whatever, my nigga. I'm sick of y'all niggas.
I think...
Take it easy.
I agree with some of the stuff he was saying. I don't necessarily agree with. I wouldn't define femininity in the same way he did, but I understand what he's saying. Like, yeah, if at 38 or whatever age he said, you come to me and you're just not at a point in your life where you're embracing your feminine energy, then yeah, why do I gotta stick around for? And you a grown ass person at this point. A lot of times you are who you are. Now, Daj, you did make a point that a certain man will bring out the feminine side of a woman. I agree a little bit, but I also believe like the older you get, the more stuck in your ways. And there's some people are just don't have that in them at a certain point. And it's like, not gonna say it's never gonna come out, but it's like you are who you are the older you get. And a lot of people are stubborn as well and just won't accept certain things or certain ways of living that they're not used to. And so if a woman grew up being hard or things that are not considered feminine, you can't expect that to change because she met the right man. And if you don't want to deal with that at your age, then peace. I'm totally okay with that. I like what he said.
You agree with that, Dash?
Yeah, just let people do what they want to do, son.
I tend to feel that we are not giving credit to people making choices for themselves, right? So it's like this. Dodge says, hey, if she gets into a relationship with the right man, she's going to automatically, her femininity is going to come out. I don't think that that's true all the time. But I do believe that y'all can have a conversation about behaviors, whatever, things that you want, things that you need, whatever it may be. And she may look into herself and say, okay, I do feel comfortable enough or safe enough to start working on those things. Mm-hmm. Now, what's your intent in this relationship? Do you really want to go the 50-year run? You trying to make the golden years in this relationship? You just here to get your pleased and satisfied? Because if that's the case, then you're not, it's not really a sustainable thing. People are going to fail you sometimes. You're going to fail your person sometimes. Y'all willing to work together to make the shit work? Mm-hmm. That's what relationships are. So, to your point, Tron, you're like, well, people who are. Yeah, you are. But guess what? People can change. We are fucking resilient as fuck. And we adapt all the fucking time to our circumstances and our environment.
Fact.
So you can be like, you know what? You're right. I have been triggered and traumatized and be going through mad shit. And the last 7, 8 motherfuckers I fucked with did not make me feel as comfortable as you are. And that's who I'm showing up as now. But do I have intent to treat you a better way? Yes.
And that's it.
So I'm going to work on that. Sorry, I only make grilled cheese and I don't put turkey meat in it.
People can change.
I'm going to put turkey meat in it. And
people could change, but it's a roll of the dice.
It is.
It might not change. Versus, hey, I could just rock with somebody who's already there.
What he is saying is he is not, I think what he's saying is that he wants somebody that's already packaged and ready.
Yeah.
Then that's fine. That's his prerogative.
And I think, in my experience, most times, and I could be about my choices, it just could be I just got a bad roll of dice. It could be I always pick broken people. You got to do the work.
Yeah.
With that person, because what you consider to be packaged and ready to go always has some other shit that's in that package.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It is never going to just come, everything is great. It's always going to be something else, right?
Yep.
And then you got to think about how you're affecting that situation and how that situation is affecting you, and if y'all can create a better situation for each other moving forward. So
it's like
masculinity and femininity, I don't really like those things because I think that you need a balance on both, and I think that you both
Definitely
should have a healthy balance of both to actually make it work. If a person's he's like super masculine. How that shows up on the negative side of things, I don't know.
Yeah,
but I
shit
almost
is
guarantee
nasty.
that he don't have a girl right now.
Answer that.
That was a hard statement. Sorry, SB. He probably does.
There's somebody for everybody.
But he probably does. I don't know. But it's just like when people are so sold on one thing, one way of life, this, that, the other, there's almost nobody that's going to fit that profile.
Well, even Allison that was on the show before, Line with Allison, she always says, I follow her Graham. She always says, what are your non-negotiables, right?
Yeah.
Everybody has a right to that. You can't ask for the perfect person, right? But there are certain things that you're non-negotiable. If that's one of his non-negotiable, he wants a feminine woman, there's nothing wrong with that.
Good luck.
That he's not saying he wants a perfect woman. She could be flawed. She could have some things that need to change that he might be willing to roll the dice on, but not that. And I feel like that's okay. That's top on his list. Nah, she got to be feminine already right now at this age. I could work on some other things, bro.
I don't know why that when men that are or claim to be hyper masculine, when they say feminine to me, my brain goes to like meek and feeble. Yeah. Like,
so what's a strong femininity?
Meek and feeble, like that shit. I don't.
Maybe
Is that a me problem?
No, it's not, because I even said I disagree with his definition of femininity.
Yeah.
I don't even know what my definition would be, but it ain't that. Like, so I disagree.
That shit was given very meek and feeble, very cook and clean, very reared the children,
there's some women out there that got whole empires that do that shit.
Yeah.
That still cook and clean and all that. They got whole financial empires, but they still do that.
But
for
some
man.
people might deem that as masculine, which is like it's
very empire.
Yeah, like I don't want a woman that is that powerful because that's masculine. Like men should be here and women should be here. Like I just think it's different. Like I feel like, and I can only speak for myself, I show up in this world as a very strong, very masculine to a certain degree woman. Like I know that that's how I show up, and I show up that way because of the neighborhood that I grew up in, the schools that I've went through, the people that I've been around. But I don't show up like that at home. And what I do at home and how I show up at home, I feel like that's sacred. I feel like that femininity, that not, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like that gentle side. I don't think that shit is for everybody. Bless you. I don't think it's for everybody because I remember. Bless you.
Thank you.
Growing up in Brooklyn, like, but he wouldn't do that with the fucking bird shit. That's crazy. I feel like.
That's what I did last week, and y'all got on me about it.
No, your shit was dripping.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Your shit was dripping, and then you
nasty.
immediately touched the mic. Like, what the fuck is that finna do? Oh.
All right, that should be a no. It's usually 3. Our producer said we have to play the next video because it relates. I know you have to leave. Sorry.
Nobody fucks with me here.
Sorry, Nico. I'm sorry. But he
Nigga,
texted
coming with
me
me, she
and
just
used
gotta be
all
here.
caps.
Wow.
The answer is women making the man masculine. There's a question mark. And the clue is women say they'll live in their femininity when a man leads them. What if it were reversed?
Huh?
Interesting. He's saying, what if a man is saying that he will live in his masculinity?
Could he ever tell you that I'm in my feminine until I meet a woman who's capable of making me masculine?
I don't even understand.
Make you masculine.
So you gonna make me feminine? Make you masculine though.
This is what black men are experiencing from our women. They're constantly telling us, well, I can be feminine if I meet a man that can lead and provide. And
should a man have to show you how to be feminine?
No, man. How can he show me how to be feminine?
Or give you, does he have to give you a reason to be feminine?
Yes.
No, because I'm already walking in that. How does he have to give me a reason?
But that's what we've been saying.
Yo, put a one in the chat. Yeah, I heard that from women, because there's going to be a lot of ones in that chat. Could he ever tell you?
That's weird. I don't like the reverse, because the reverse is, that shit sounds crazy. In the reverse, but I don't think that a man can make me feminine. Like, that's not what I've ever said. Like, nobody can make me. This is something that's already innately in me, but I treat it as something sacred. I'm not going to treat every nigga. I'm not gonna be like this doting, like all of the things that your boy with the hat described as feminine.
Right.
That's
Cooking,
not for
cleaning,
everybody,
taking care of this,
because
that, the other.
some people you can't do that with.
But
because
why is it wrong to say that we like a woman that's like that already? You can tell when
You
she walks
can.
in, her house smells like potpourri. She has candles burning in the bathroom.
You can.
She has, everything is like aligned in her refrigerator. You can tell that this is the way she is. She moves in a certain way. Like when you get in the car, she opens up the front, the driver's side for you to get in. You're like, what the
I
fuck?
ain't finna do that. It's
See,
wildin'.
there are women that are just like that. They don't
That'll
need a
open up the
man to
door for a nigga?
activate that.
I think they made a good point. It's kind of that they're basically exposing the double standard. So you're saying like, yeah, a woman will be feminine if they meet the right man, right?
I'm talking about the ones that identify as masculine. It's not like they're not feminine. They just haven't met
And they're
somebody.
saying if the situation was reversed, like a man, I'll be masculine once I meet the right woman. Like, that sounds crazy, but and that's what they're saying. It sounds crazy because it's a double standard.
Yeah, it's a double standard, and that's fine.
Why can't you just be masculine already in public? So when I meet you, that's who you are. And like she said, I walk in my femininity. That's what they want. That's what we're saying. Like, don't be feminine after we've been dating for a year and now you like me. Now you feminine. Like, you should walk with your feminine energy if you are that way.
I still think that I don't like when people use those words.
Yeah, I don't know.
Those are
Like,
trigger
it's
words.
very triggering.
Yeah.
Those are trigger words. Those words kind of come with connotation.
Mm-hmm.
Feminine energy. This is very masculine of you.
It depends on what your definition of
like
it is.
talking to women like that. I can say how this particular thing, it makes me uncomfortable
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. But when I start telling her that she's moving in masculine energy and she's like, it's just those are just weird words that come with
I
weird
agree.
connotation, feminine and masculine. Because
Mm-hmm.
a woman can't say you're moving in feminine energy to me. That's just, we're not really going to talk no more.
Yeah, that shit is mad
There's nothing like,
disrespectful.
my dick not getting hard for this no more. I'm feminine energy? Really? Let me smack you. How feminine is that? All right, let me get out of here.
I don't know, like that. I don't know.
Cap or no cap? It's been an amazing episode, y'all. Thank y'all if you're still here. If you went to both episodes, if you listened on
True.
Monday, if you went to the Patreon, if you're here on Thursday, I fuck with you too. You just can't come to the reception. So I heard grown women want to travel, build, and get bent over balconies. This true?
No cap.
What? I don't. What's wrong with that?
I don't see the problem.
Somebody actually typed that up?
There was a question mark at the end?
No. Yeah, maybe.
That's true?
Yeah.
Maybe they just don't know. They don't know
They
these
must
women.
be young. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
You never heard
They haven't experienced these women yet.
women in the streets freaking the sheets? Our grandfathers made that up. Great grandfathers even. They made that up during the Depression.
Yeah.
My grandfather had 10 kids. He wanted all that. I know this generation, our generation, is to be going to fucking countries that they only talked about in goddamn their books and shit. They never, even though that's kind of different, because I'm lying, because half of our grandparents migrated from some other country. So they came from Barbados or Panama or Dominican Republic, so they already seen mad different shit. I don't know if they traveled, but Cuba was a thing before the Fidel Castro shit and all that. So, all right. At Stacy C. Maria. Answer the question. It said, what's something dumb you believed as a child? And Stacy says, that childhood that adulthood is better than childhood.
Right. That was dumb as fuck because that shit is a black ass lie.
Is it?
Nah, son.
Is it?
This shit ghetto.
Nah.
I was so much happier when I was a kid.
Really?
Big cat. Hell
I had a
no.
great
I
childhood.
enjoyed my
Hell,
adulthood.
your moms had to tell you when to go in the house.
Yeah, right.
Give you some shit you don't like to eat, nigga. You
Listen.
can eat whatever you want right now.
I enjoyed my adult years.
Drinking.
But I think that is
Could do what I
You can
want.
get your,
I could make bad decisions and
nasty. Y'all are so
I'm glad
nasty.
I'm glad you
Y'all are
caught
so
me.
nasty.
I stopped because I thought about it because we talking about being a kid. But yes, there are things that I can do as an adult I couldn't dream of. What the fuck was so dope about being a kid?
This is my trauma talking.
But seriously,
I would
y'all-
rather be a kid.
A lot of y'all was like, yeah, Nika, what was so dope about being a fucking kid?
Probably
Huh?
no bills.
No bills. You also ain't had no fucking money neither.
right.
And still got everything I wanted.
About my childhood, I'm kind of like
Triggered.
rethinking that statement a little bit. Yeah.
Like you can't you get one pack of candy. You ever had enough money to get like you could either get a bagel or a cookie or some shit, like you couldn't get both. You could go in the fucking I could buy everything in the corner store right now. What'd you say, Millie?
It depends on the child.
What was so dope about your childhood?
Because, like they said, I got whatever I wanted.
Yeah, I
so
got whatever I wanted. I'm good.
it didn't matter. And I was able to go to 7-Eleven, get 2-3 donuts, get a slushie, get some candy.
That's the peak of life.
Like,
When's the
I
last time
was-
you had sex?
Damn, man.
What are we talking about? What the fuck is we talking about?
Not even about sex though. It's about like choices. Like, yeah, I could have went to 7-Eleven when I was a kid, but now when I'm done here, I could go eat a nice steak. I could go to the best restaurant in Manhattan right now.
You get on a plane and go to London right now.
Exactly.
And have the best steak you want right there.
Exactly.
But not everyone as an adult could do that.
Yeah.
So it
For some
depends on your
people, adulthood is
situation.
different.
Sex though.
So some people just peak
There's
early.
okay. What about the rich folks? Their kids, they're able to get whatever they want. They could go to any restaurant and get.
But they still a
$100
kid though.
steak.
They can't. They can only go
They
when
could
their
get-
parents bring them. They
They can
can't.
ask
That's
their
not
parents
true.
and
You
they can
can't do
go.
coke as a kid.
You think kids not doing coke?
I'm joking.
Oh.
Just try, why?
I would just
You're so serious about everything. I thought this was the wrap up portion. We gonna argue right now. We supposed to be laughing.
You know how many kids on heroin in the middle of this country right now? The
it's
fuck?
fucked
You
up.
ain't see Euphoria? Them niggas
I'm actually about to watch the
cokeheads.
King Von. Can we do the King Von documentary next week?
Yeah.
Please.
Is we still?
It's so
Lord knows that the earth changes every week. We always
Yeah.
got some other crazy shit to talk about. But I can't wait to watch that.
Son, it's so good. It's so fucking
I'm
good.
mad that y'all ain't watched Snowfall.
I don't watch Snowfall. I did
I'm
watch the episode.
So mad
though.
y'all haven't watched Snowfall.
I just missed this last episode, so don't say nothing.
I'm
So
mad.
you haven't watched Snowfall?
I've been watching it.
You from the beginning?
I'm up to date. Yeah. I missed this one.
You,
Yeah, don't say that.
Yeah, I saw the episode when it was getting
I'm
dressed.
so angry, bro.
Like, oh, this is
Yeah, nah,
crazy.
don't
I am so you seen Unc get killed?
Oh yeah.
That's not crazy. They killed
How's you?
Jerome.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. That's when I was like, wow, this shit's really ended. They
Yeah.
killed Unc.
Yeah.
And you could tell whoever that actor is played the fuck out that part. I felt his energy. Like, damn, he's stressed and angry. Like he's going through a lot. All right. Shout out to the writers of Snowfall though. Thank you, bro. Y'all finale season is what I wanted the finale season of Game of Thrones to be.
Please don't talk about it. Please
It's
don't do
what
that.
I wanted. Like this feels right for the series.
Yeah.
You've been watching it?
No.
So why are you
But
nodding?
I'm just saying.
You understand?
Yeah.
You understand? It feels right. It's closing up the gaps, and the people are getting what they deserve, and there's a lot until this episode. Call me when you see this
All right,
episode.
bet.
You're gonna be like, "What?" All right, maybe you will, because knowing you be like, "Yeah, I can see it." Dodge is calling her Uber, so we have to close out.
I'm
At
not.
Cliff_Ohio says, if a woman ever suggests a cologne for you, then that means she's thinking about another nigga. He was probably flyer than you too. Bless up.
That's not true.
Sure. Believe the lies. Live in your delusions.
That's not true.
Think about another nigga. Maybe I was just fucking perfume shopping and I smelled something.
Or I saw on Instagram as a recommendation.
Or maybe somebody just happened to walk past me. I'm like, oh, that smells good.
Y'all
I would
bitches
like
cap.
that on my nigga.
Both of y'all cap.
Okay.
All right.
What?
Cool.
It is true that she smelled it on somebody else and wants you to wear it.
Yes.
Most likely.
Sometimes.
That doesn't mean she wants to fuck that nigga still.
Yeah.
It means that she remembers the effect that smell gave her when she smelled it on a nigga, and she wants it on the nigga she's fucking now.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it
Fucking
now.
lick your whole body.
Look at y'all. Oh, I cleaned it up a little bit. But that's the fucking truth. She didn't go smell to the male cologne section and spray it
but you
around
do
in
that
fucking
too.
Macy's. Please.
I've done that before.
Oh, we smelled it. Get the fuck out of here.
I've done that before. You sit
She
there
probably
walking
bought
around,
it
they
for
gave
another
you a
nigga,
fuck.
too.
Wow, you see how you gotta drag it?
If we being real,
You
she
drag
probably bought
everything.
it for another nigga too. Because
We're-
Lord knows y'all
We're
love
very
buying fucking
thoughtful
cologne.
people.
Y'all only have about 5 different colognes y'all buy. So please. I got 6 of them. Charmed, what do you think? Cap or no cap? She said
No
cap. She said,
I didn't say anything.
you said cap. So you said no. I could have been.
I'm just saying that there's other reasons.
No, so cap or no cap?
Capish.
Okay.
No cap. She's thinking about another nigga.
I think so.
But that's why I'm saying
Thinking?
thinking about another nigga is wild. Like,
Reminiscing, recalling.
Like you said, it don't have to mean that.
when
it's
did you read the
It's
dictionary?
her ex.
This nigga got adjectives.
Recall is crazy.
Playing today.
That's something. Nah, Melly know what I'm talking about.
Doesn't mean that's her ex. Like you said, it's probably she got a whiff of somebody and it was like, oh, you know what I mean?
But that don't mean I'm
Could've
thinking
been a
about the
stranger.
nigga.
I just
So
stopped.
whatever, semantics.
When did you read a dictionary goes?
I just be having questions.
crazy. When did you read a dictionary goes so fucking capital cap? Sitting in your car outside of your house is self-care. I can't explain it, but if you know, you know.
That's how I feel
No
about sitting
cap.
in the bathroom. No cap.
No cap.
I get it.
If I had a car, I would probably do it, but I sit in the bathroom.
Pull up in front of your house and take a nap.
All right, you dragging it.
Nigga, I've sat in that car for
It
hours.
wasn't a planned nap, but it's happened.
Just happened. Why didn't you get out?
I was drunk.
I get I've been there too.
Or high.
Different feeling.
Or both.
Completely different feeling. But yeah, I've done it broad daylight. I've done it at 9, 10 a.m. Came home, sat in there, just sitting there, took a good nap. You know it's good when you lean the seat back.
Oh yeah.
Cap, oh no, why is the show in here? This nigga put his own shit in. Cap and no cap at the show. That is CHAUX on Twitter. Our show's producer says Usher's Confessions is the best R&B album of all time. There's only one album that rivals his, and we don't listen to him anymore.
Wow.
Ooh. Ooh.
He ain't go back far enough. Usher's Confessions is in my top 5. But I can't say it's number 1. Can't say it's over Thriller, nigga. Like
Is Thriller R&B or is that pop?
that's
That's
R&B.
pop.
It's R&B
That
and
shit
pop.
pop as a motherfucker.
So it's R&B and pop. Or if you want to go R&B, Off the Wall album. That's an R&B album. That's it. Or you could say it's disco. Like there's a lot of. I talk to my students about this all the time. There's some artists that can blend different genres.
Genres, yeah.
Beyonce is pop and R&B, but she's an R&B artist.
But you got to think, we're talking about strictly R&B, not somebody that can blend, because blending, there's a gray area. Strictly R&B. What R&B album is better than Confessions?
Thriller ain't an R&B album. Off the Wall ain't an R&B.
You
album?
said they blend. So if they, and look, Nick is looking up, it's pop on Apple Music. So I'm saying things that don't blend, that you know for a fact, it fits in this genre, it doesn't fit anywhere else.
I don't like that. I don't
I'm
like
sorry,
restrictions
Confessions
like
is a perfect. It's a perfect album. The only other album that I would say probably rivals it is another nigga that I don't listen to no more.
I'm hurting over this.
So,
I'm
yeah.
hurting over this. I'm about to look at something real quick. Just look at this track list.
Nigga. That shit fire. I'm sorry.
It's a great fucking album.
It's an amazing
Definitely top 5.
album.
Damn.
It's an amazing album.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is cover to cover. Like, niggas went out and bought that shit. Like, it's not the same. It's
Mm-hmm.
not. It's not
All
comparable.
right, I'm gonna go listen to. I'm not gonna answer this one until next week.
What you gonna listen to?
I want to listen to Confessions. I don't think that I was a Confessions head.
Oh nah.
yeah,
What?
What year did it come out?
2002, 6. What, you just had it up?
No, I didn't. I was looking at Drew Hill.
But Drew Hill whole album though?
Listen, 2004. Yeah, I was going through something. I was on trial for attempted murder. I wasn't listening to Confessions.
I was 15.
Definitely on trial for attempted murder that year. It was the last thing I was thinking about was singing about love.
We
I
were
was on some
in
hate
high
shit
school,
that year.
just chilling,
I was
living
on
our
some-
lives.
I was on some DMX, listening to that. Yeah, I was on some shit that year. It was a very dark time for me. But I'll answer that later next week. I want to know because I'm gonna listen to it while I'm working tomorrow. Nathan
songs in my
Loves
head right
God, Darnell. Nathan Loves God, Darnell. It's a wild tag name. Says your spouse
That's
is
not
more
wild.
important than your kids, huh?
That's not wild. His name is Nathan Darnell, and the middle name is Loves God.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said it like it was like one sentence, like it was like an at name.
Right.
An at name? No, that's
his
the title.
in the middle. Yeah,
Yeah.
his tag. Your spouse is more important than your kids.
Come on with this K Vegas shit. Bringing this back up.
That was crazy.
That's what she said. Did she not say that? Cause she said if the fucking house is burning, or if the kids
why I
is
bring this back
drowning, she saved her husband first because she could make more kids. I swear to God, that's what she said. More important is kind of wild. I don't think so. I'm gonna call cap on that, only because not everybody's spouse is a good spouse. What he said?
No, we just me and Trump like.
Not everybody's spouse is a good spouse. First of all, if that was the case, then the divorces wouldn't happen. Like
Everybody kids is good kids.
not everybody kids is not good kids. That is
Kids
true.
we talking about?
But nah, I'm not. I'm gonna call cap on it. I don't think that they're more important. I think it's a different level of importance, and they should never be compared.
The kids are your.
But they are being compared. So, Tron, what do you think?
Y'all about to get in trouble.
It's a tough one. Important is a strange
He's
word.
engaged, by the way.
Yeah, he's engaged, and his fiance is not the mother of his children. So this is very interesting.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Nah, so here's the thing. I have an obligation to my kids that I don't have to my spouse.
Yep.
She can break up with me tomorrow. My kids are always going to be my kids. I have an obligation to them, and no matter what, I'm going to be there for them, right? On the flip side of that same comment is that you choose to be with your spouse.
You don't choose to have kids.
You choose to have...
Sorry.
You don't choose to have kids, but you don't know how they're going to end up, right? You don't know. They could be assholes.
Right.
My kids are not assholes. I love them to death. But what I'm saying, the person that you choose, your partner in life that you make your everyday decisions with, that you build with, that you have a family with, that's your partner in your life. That's your right hand. That's the person that is usually your best friend, the person that you confide in, the person that you trust with everything.
Really just said fuck them kids, and that's cool.
I'm not saying that. I can't say one is more important, but I could definitely see, depending on the situation or how we talking about this.
Pick one.
In one instance, a priority might be your spouse. Another instance, a priority might be your kids. I can't say one way or the other.
I'm going to go with Cap. Kids are always going to be more important.
Facts.
That's your legacy.
It's just from
That's from inside of you. That's something that you've
I can't
grown
read that
from
nigga.
nothing to something to... Like, I'll change my entire life for my kids.
Facts.
There's very few people that, unless we're doing that together, I'll decide I'm changing my life for you, like completely. Like literally, everything will stop for my kids, no matter what it is. If that's what's necessary, then that's what I'm doing. Most times. I can't say I'll do that all the time for the spouse.
Nope.
I'm going to argue you down and disagree, and we might break up.
Facts.
Like, hey, it doesn't align with what I want to do with my life.
Right.
So it is what it is. It was great. It's been great. But for the kids, unfortunately, I'll make decisions and say, damn, this is what I'm going to have to do.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's so many more sacrifices, I think, that you have to make for your kids that don't even benefit you at the time.
And Tanae, don't sit there on the other end of this line and get mad because I said that. Because I guarantee you, if it came down, well, at the end of the day, she'd choose. Yeah, she would. Yeah, but she's going to force me. She's not going to let me make a different decision. She's like, nigga, this is what we're doing for the kids. I don't care what you're talking about right now. Mm-hmm. Spouse shit.
Mm-hmm. Shit's ghetto.
Last cap and no cap. It's at Tahoe _TV. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Trav. Why would we put this here?
What did you say?
He just got a big fat joke out of this. I'm editing the show now. Sorry for the wait. I was sorry.
No, you wasn't.
I was sorry.
You was sorry?
Cap or no cap?
Cap.
You serious?
Look at Travis. Travis, cap. You was sorry? Or you was like, it's late, y'all niggas will be alright?
Just because I said the second doesn't mean that part of the first wasn't true. Mm-hmm.
You wasn't sorry. Sometimes shit be happening. It's late and y'all niggas is going to be alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Said sorry.
Cap.
No cap.
No cap. Yeah. It's the same thing.
It's not the same.
Fuck you, Trav.
Oh, I thought that was going to come to me. I was about to say, damn, I didn't even do nothing.
Shout out to y'all for listening. Join the Discord. Love you too, my bro. Thank y'all all for being here. Dina, we like bosom buddies today. What's that about? Also, there was another girl in there that was agreeing with me too. Shout out to you. And we going. Motherfucking needs some kind of outro music or something in here. We need something like a dance or something. Like, we need something. Where's the vibes? Can't just be like, all right, that's it. Click, and the shit just stops. We need an outro, a song. We need a song. We sing an outro song every week, and they sing it, and then we leave. Songwriters. I need a songwriter to come help me make a So Shameless song. And don't bring in the stupid ass no shameless gang. No shame. What is the stupid shit that we call themselves? The So-Sos.
No, the NSGs.
Yeah, the dumb shit.
No shame game.
Hell, you don't even like. You have 2 song niggas. Shut your fucking ass up.
You got 2 songs.
Turn your mics on. Let's get to it. Peace.
That nigga be crispy. Yeah, hey, I'm shameless, so shameless. When my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take a girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas on. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at cheese, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, that ass be poking. I'm sitting in the front cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D.